Hello, Chunky. It's the voice of reason for a Thursday afternoon, and I've been informed today that unfortunately I will not be attending the little gathering in Epping on Sunday because they've said if I do, I will be back in the pokey. We're just going to waste a few seconds, if you don't mind, Tarquin, before I tell you about what the people have decided regarding my human right to be in a place they don't want me to be because of my influence. I'll explain more next here at the Voice of Reason.
Box takers, dinghy divers, and lefties. This ain't for you. Alex Belfield's Voice of Reason.
Right is right and wrong is wrong, but whatever happens, we must never surrender. Howdy mush, here we go then for a Thursday, and well, it's been a very interesting sort of day for me. The people at the powers that be, we don't know who they are, by the way. These are the same people. How the fuck do you get in here? Edit. The people at who are deciding what I can and can't do are continuing to overreach themselves by saying where I can and can't be seen, not based on my risk to the public, which should be their only concern, but based on where they want me to be broadcasting from and where they don't. And they certainly don't want me in Epping. That is because, by the way, my lovely little Paula bought me this down in Portsmouth. So I won't be there on Sunday on threat that if I do attend there, even though my crime, by the way, was nothing to... How the fuck do you get in my crime was nothing to do with anything physical, no drugs related, not violence, not sexual. Had I been one of those PDF files like Hugh Edwards, I would, of course, been at home and could go wherever the fuck I like. Sorry to interrupt, not that I want to gossip, but can somebody explain to me why the evil BBC are broadcasting masturbating live with that man who got his knob out and the other one who said the N-word? Nonce! And they're allowing it to go out via their private production company, BBC Studios, that makes billions. I'm just curious as to how you can be sacked but still broadcast as if nothing's happened. Doesn't this just prove what complete hypocritical pricks the BBC are? Defund them immediately is what I say. Anyway, back to me. The curiosity about this country now is about shushy. Why? Because they want you to say certain things, but they don't want you to say other things. I think the cat is finally out the bag, isn't it, about what's going on, when the people who are bringing in and shipping in various types of people to events to wind up the troops to create another Southport or Tamworth, because that way they can arrest them like they did Wayne O'Rourke on the Sunday and have him banged up for 3 years on the Friday, a man I was in prison with at Fosse Way. And of course Lucy Conley, who used words, little words, and said things that offended the people. Now, what we've got to be careful of is what's really going on is the editing of reality. And the mainstream media are not covering Epping in reality. They're covering it in their little mainstream way, which is that it is a far-right thing, attended by people who are outraged and disgusted, and also thugs and violence. They're the words they've used in the media. And we know that's horseshit. We know that actually it's mothers and children who are scared for their own safety, being surrounded by dinghy divers, of which there are 32,000 in hotels, that you're paying £8 million a day for. We also know in the latest stats that you're most likely per capita to be... we're going to have to be careful. I can't do real words on here. That's why we're at alexbelfield.com, by the way. There's no point talking about anything on here. We had six viewers yesterday on here, 2 camel toes, we had 3 sheep, and we had 1 donkey and 2 lesbians from Licky End. That's all we're left with. So we sit here talking to ourselves, just trying to get the word out there, but I can't go. So just to let you know, right, even though I'm a reformed man with a 0.17% risk, who was sent to prison for words, and the reason I was sent to prison, we later established, was because I was jailed for something that didn't happen by somebody who didn't do anything. They were scared of my influence. So therefore, my influence of what I might see or say in Epping is the reason I've been banned by the... Is this the country you want to live in? Oh, you're on licensed conditions. You can't go there. Well, I may well be, but I am on air. I am publishing my books. I'm on tour. We've added a second show in Blackpool on September the 6th. I'm doing 2 dinner parties in September. We've added Bournemouth. We've added Gloucester and Staffs. These people don't care about that, but they do care about me going to Epping. What is it in Epping they don't want me to see? If I could break open one of these fucking packets, there we go, I would sit and suck on one of these little... This is your country. A country where the mainstream media are painting women and girls who are attending these events to say we feel scared as violent thugs. That's the country we live in. And I'm banned. If I go there, I go to prison for another 2.8 years. 6 weeks today I've been free. We do the news every morning. They're not happy about that either. That's the sort of stuff we talk about every day. That's just one news broadcast at 6 a.m. at alexbelfield.com. The tour's booked, the second book's out September 6 in Blackpool. Yet they don't want me to go to Epping. And if I do, I go back to prison. What is happening in Epping they don't want me to see on Sunday with Tommy's car boots out. I'll leave it with you. Free country, free speech. What a load of hairy bollocks. But we're back, and I won't give in, and I told them this morning, you can do whatever tyrannical bullshit you want to prevent my freedoms and my ability to get in a car and go somewhere, but I won't stop talking. You can send me back to prison. I don't care. Once you've done 3 years in prison and written 6 books and survived it, Survive the Slammer is the name of the first book, it doesn't matter anymore. You can't scare a man that isn't dead yet. They wanted me dead and gone and silenced and given up, and I'm not. And now, because I'm reformed, didn't have 1 second of rehabilitation because I'm a less than 1% risk of 0.17% that they're fully aware. The last 2 people convicted of my same bullshit crime got suspended. They didn't even go to prison. Probation said, no, don't send him to prison. Give him 20 hours community service, and the judge ignored it. Why? What is it about what I say that scares these people so much? And why don't they want me in Epping? What is it I would see and show you on this camera that they don't want you to see or me to go there to broadcast? Oh, there you are. I'll be in Blackpool on September the 6th. We start the UK tour August 9th, where I'll be in Nottingham. Then Staffs, then Gloucester, Bournemouth. We'll do it on a stage. I can stand on a stage in front of hundreds of people and I'm no risk to the public. I can broadcast to thousands. 2.6 million hits we've had on here in the last month. No problem. But I can't go to Epping on Sunday or I go back to prison.
Oh, shushy, shushy, please be quiet. This tippy-tappy gobshitery ain't for you. Alex Belfield's voice of reason.